We interrupt our regular programming. This is a national emergency. Important details will follow. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. At approximately 5:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, NORAD military radar detected the launch of 20 intercontinental ballistic nuclear missiles from North Korea, and it is confirmed that they are heading for the United States. These missiles are expected to impact within the next 15 to 30 minutes. At this time, the targets for these missiles are unknown. As a precaution, all residents of the United States are strongly advised to seek a fallout shelter immediately. Fallout is a product of nuclear attacks. Prolonged exposure to fallout will result in certain death. It will only take a minute after impact for the effects of fallout to spread. Take the following actions in order to protect your life. Get inside an underground fallout shelter immediately. If you cannot find a fallout shelter, move into an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Stay away from windows and doors. Make sure your shelter has as few windows and doors as possible. Seal all cracks on doors and windows with tape or damp towels. Do not use elevators to evacuate if you are in a hotel or other multi-story building. You will be trapped inside when the power goes out. Use the stairwells to evacuate instead. Place as many objects between you and the outside world as possible. Make sure you have an adequate set of supplies for your shelter, such as non-perishable food, water, clothing, a flashlight, medical supplies, a battery-powered or hand-crank radio with extra batteries, and a first aid kit. The President will speak on all news stations shortly. Stand by for this message. This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message. This station has interrupted its regular programming at the request of the White House to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, this station will remain on the air providing news and information to the public in assigned areas. This is KSAZ. We will continue to serve the Phoenix area. If you are not in this local area, tune now to a station providing news and information for your local area. You are listening to the emergency alert system serving the Phoenix area. Do not use your telephone. The telephone line should be kept open for emergency use only. The emergency alert system has been activated to keep you informed. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. This is an update to the previous message that was issued 15 minutes ago. The targets for the 20 nuclear missiles have been confirmed. The following cities will be impacted within the next 5 to 10 minutes. New York City, New York, Los Angeles, California, Chicago, Illinois, Houston, Texas, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Phoenix, Arizona, San Antonio, Texas, San Diego, California, Dallas, Texas, San Jose, California, Austin, Texas, Jacksonville, Florida, San Francisco, California, Indianapolis, Indiana, Columbus, Ohio, Fort Worth, Texas, Charlotte, North Carolina, Seattle, Washington, Denver, Colorado, and Nashville, Tennessee. This is an attack warning. Repeat, this is an attack warning. Attack warning means that an actual attack against the United States has been detected, and that protective action should be taken. All residents in, and within a 500-mile radius of these cities are advised to seek a fallout shelter immediately. Fallout is a product of nuclear attacks. Prolonged exposure to fallout will result in certain death. It will only take a minute after impact for the effects of fallout to spread. If no such shelter exists in your area, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Stay away from windows, doors, and outside walls. Put as much space between you and the outside world as possible. Do not leave your shelter until it is declared safe to do so by the proper authorities. If you leave your shelter, you will be exposing yourself to radioactive fallout. Grab an essential set of supplies for your shelter, such as non-perishable food, water, clothing, medical supplies, and a battery-powered or hand-crank radio. Stay tuned for more information on this situation. Civil danger warning. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. It has now been confirmed that there are now 40 nuclear missiles heading for the United States. The previous 20 are extremely close for hitting their targets, and the other 20 are expected to hit the following cities within the next 5 to 15 minutes. Detroit, Michigan, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Las Vegas, Nevada, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Kansas City, Missouri, Atlanta, Georgia, Raleigh, North Carolina, Miami, Florida, Cincinnati, Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio, Minneapolis, Minnesota, New Orleans, Louisiana, St. Louis, Missouri, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Orlando, Florida, Boston, Massachusetts, Portland, Oregon, Louisville, Kentucky, and Washington, D.C. All residents in and within a 500-mile radius of these cities are advised to seek a fallout shelter immediately. Fallout is a product of nuclear attacks. Prolonged exposure to fallout will result in certain death. It will only take a minute after impact for the effects of fallout to spread. Move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Stay away from windows, doors, and outside walls. If you are outdoors or in a vehicle, find the nearest building or ditch, and stay there. If none of these are available, lay flat in a ditch and cover your head with your hands to protect yourself from flying debris. It is too late to evacuate your area. Repeat, it is too late to evacuate. Grab an essential set of supplies for your shelter for 14 days, such as non-perishable food, water, clothing, medical supplies, a flashlight, a first aid kit, and a battery-powered or hand-crank radio with extra batteries. Stay tuned to this station for further information and updates on this situation.
Stand by for a message from the representative of the President.
My fellow Americans, as all of you may know, our attempts of preventing nuclear war have failed. North Korea has launched 40 intercontinental ballistic nuclear missiles, and all of them are heading for our country. 20 of them have already hit their targets, and there is unbelievable devastation in those areas. An additional 20 are expected to hit within the next 5 minutes. I apologize for attempting to defuse this situation. My only advice for the public is to pray for your loved ones, including your friends, family, and yourself. I advise all American citizens to seek a fallout shelter in order to prevent being exposed to radioactive fallout. My fellow Americans, we will be in the midst of darkness and fear, but we will come back as a powerful nation under God. We will fight back and launch counterattacks to prove that we are stronger than them. Millions of deaths will occur and billions of dollars of damage will occur from this horrible act. If you protect yourself, there is a significantly reduced chance of death if your shelter is properly secure. Make sure you are barricading yourself with large household furniture such as desks and tables. This ends my message. Thank you, and God bless.
That was a message from the representative of the President. We will now return to the emergency alert system.
That was a message from a representative of the President. Please stay tuned to this station for further information on this dangerous situation. This is an emergency action termination. The fallout has cleared out of the country, and all residents are allowed to exit their shelters at this time. However, there is massive damage to the United States. The National Guard is unavailable to rescue people from destroyed shelters. If your shelter is destroyed, call 911 and the National Guard, if possible, will send you to the nearest military base. All broadcast and cable systems are allowed to resume regular programming. Emergency broadcasts will now be handed over to state and local officials. This concludes all operations under the emergency alert system. Regular programming will now resume. Your government thanks you for your cooperation during this emergency.